Hello traders, welcome back to Forex Geek where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Bollinger Band day trading strategy. Now, this is a powerful technique designed to help you navigate the market volatility with precision. So why not stick around until the end of this video as I will break down everything you need to know from understanding how the Bollinger Band works to applying them in the real world trading scenario, and I will share key tips to avoid mistakes that could be costly. So let's get started. We start by understanding what the Bollinger Band is, and as you can see on my screen, I have applied the Bollinger Band indicator to my screen. Now the Bollinger Band is widely used as a technical analysis tool, and it is designed to measure the market volatility and provide traders with a visual representation of price movement. Now this indicator consists of three lines. As you can see, there are three lines being plotted on our price chart. The first line we're going to talk about is the middle band, and this middle band consists of a 20 period simple moving average. Now this serves as a baseline and represents the average price over a specific period. The second line we are going to talk about is the upper band, and this is calculated by adding two standard deviations from the middle band. Now this line reflects the upper boundaries of price movement during high volatility. Now we have the lower band, and which consists or which is calculated by subtracting two standard deviation from the middle band. Now this line reflects the lower boundaries of price movement during high volatility. Now there are some key features that you should know about the Bollinger Band, and this feature is it has the ability to calculate approximately 90% of price action within the upper and lower bands using a standard settings of 20 period moving 20 period SMA and a 2 standard deviation. So this should be the setting you should set on your Bollinger Band anytime you want to make use of it. So what it means is it makes them particularly useful for identifying overbought and oversold conditions. Let's explain with the chart. It means that when price gets to or when price touches or exceeds the upper band, it may indicate an overbought condition. The same thing with when price exceeds or touches the lower band, it might indicate an oversold condition. Now let's see how we can apply this to our trading strategy. The first strategy we can use is the Bollinger Band squeeze breakout. Now this strategy is ideal for capturing explosive price movement. It is used for capturing explosive price movement. First of all, you would have to identify the squeeze. When you notice price is squeezing at this point, as you can see in this area of the market, price is squeezing, is moving in a sideways movement. It has a contraction. This indicates low volatility and potential energy building at this area, and we have to wait for a breakout. Now the second step is to confirm your breakout direction. Now you wait for the band to start expanding and use additional indicators like your RSI or your MACD to confirm the likely direction of your breakout. So we can use our MACD to explain this better. And as you can see, after price is squeezing, you can notice that it is squeezing at this area, and price generally went below the MACD line, and as you can see, it's there showing us a series of MACD histogram, bearish histogram, showing that we are going to break out to the downside. So the third step is to confirm the breakout direction, which we have done with our MACD indicator, showing that our breakout direction will be to the downside. Then you execute your trade. How do you execute your trade? You enter once price has broken above the upper band for a bullish breakout, or you enter once you see price has broken below the lower band for a bearish breakout. So at this area where you see price has broken below the lower band, in this example, this would be where you would want to enter your trade when price has broken below that area. You can put your stop loss just beyond the opposite band, just beyond the opposite band. Then you would aim for your 1:2 or 1:1 as the case may be. This should be how you will manage your trade. Now, the second way we can trade using our Bollinger Band would be the Bollinger Band bounce. Now, this strategy works best in a range bound market. Now, if you would want to trade a range bound market, let's say at this area where price is moving sideways, as you can see in price is moving in charts, price is moving sideways in this area. All you need to do is, the first step is to identify your range bound condition. Now, this is a typical example of your range bound area. You ensure that the market is moving sideways with no strong trend to either direction. The second step is to look for when the band touches the outer or the lower band, any of the outer bands, the upper or the lower band. When price touches or approaches the lower band, it signals potential buying opportunities. And conversely, when price touches the upper band, it signals potential selling opportunities. Now, the third step is to confirm this with your indicator. You can confirm this using your RSI, your relative strength index. This is a perfect indicator to use to confirm this. So if we are to, let's say we want to sell at when price touch this upper band, we can see that price is above the 60 region, which indicates an overbought condition. So we have to look for selling opportunities. And at this area when price came to the lower band, you can see at this area price was below your price was below 40, which indicates an oversold region. We should expect higher prices. You can see even at this area when price came to the lower band, from our indicator, our RSI indicator, we can spot that price is at below 40 region of the RSI indicator, which indicates an oversold region. So we should always look for a buying opportunity in an oversold condition. How do you execute your trade? You enter a long, you would enter a long position near the lower band and target the middle band. Let's say you enter at this area, you enter a buy position at this area that's close to where you notice price has bounced off your lower band, stop loss just below, and you aim for the middle band, which will give us a 1:1.5. Now, in a selling scenario, when price has touched your upper band and you have confirmed this with your RSI indicator, you enter your trade, you put your stop loss just above the stop, just above the upper band, and you aim for your middle band. This will give us a 1:1.3. This is how we can make use of the Bollinger Bands, the Bollinger Bands for the Bollinger Band bounce strategy. Now, the last strategy we can use this Bollinger Band for is the Bollinger Band walk trend strategy. The Bollinger Band walk trend trading strategy. Now, this strategy takes advantage of strong trends where price walk along one of the bands without reversing immediately. We have to identify, the first step, you identify price consistently touching or hugging either of the upper band or the lower band. And as you can see in this area, price was consistently touching the upper band in this area. And as you can see, price touched here, price touched here, price touched here. And this is a good example of this trade. When you notice that, you would have to wait for price The second step is to wait for a pullback to the middle band, and as you can see, after price has touched the upper band for 2 consecutive times, you wait for price to pull back to the middle band, and this will be when you would want to enter your trade. The middle band, let's not forget, is a 20 period SMA, 20 period moving average. So before you enter a long position, you would have to wait for price to rally to the middle band before entering your position. Let's say you want to enter at this area. When price has come to your middle band, you enter at this area and you trade. You take your risk to reward of 1:2 or 1:3. Now let's look for a selling scenario, and as you can see in this area, price was consistently trading towards the down part, towards the lower band. You can see consistently touching the lower band, trading along the lower band. You would have to wait for price to pull back to the middle band, which is our 20 simple moving average. When price has pulled back to our simple moving average, you will take your entry at that area, you put your stop loss just above your upper band, and you aim for your risk to reward of 1:2 or 1:3, as the case may be. Always enter in the direction of the trend after price bounce off the middle band. You will always set your stop loss below or above your recent swing lows or swing highs. In a long trend, you set it below your swing lows, as we did in this example here. In a long trend, you set it below your recent swing low. This is where you set your stop loss below your recent swing low, then you aim for your 1:2 or 1:3. While in a short trend, in a short trade, you can set your stop loss above the recent swing high, and you aim for your 1:2, 1:3, as the case may be. Remember, in case you do not want to aim for 1:2, 1:3, you can also implement using a trailing stop so as to secure profits when price moves in your favor, or you can use a trailing stop as price continues to walk along the band. Alright traders, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences, and if you have found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you will never miss out on more trading tips and strategies. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.